Alright, we are back. We are playing a game on TableTop Simulator. I'm playing against Sankey today. He's brought his Salamanders. I'm bringing my my Necrons. I almost called them my Necromancers. That's how much I am just used to fantasy. Um, yeah, so it's 2,000 points. We are playing Vital Intelligence in the 20 pack. We are trying to do the new FAQ rules. So the bring them down. Bring them down and what was the other secondary that has a difference? Well, we stand, we fight. So, not taking those. I am taking engage in all fronts, grind them down, and raise the banners. And Sankey, you got assassinate, engage in all fronts, and oaths, I believe. Hola.
That's right,
Hello.
yeah.
On your side, let's start over with these suppressors on this side. What are you bringing here today?
Sure. This is pretty similar to my list last week. Cut a unit of suppressors, an attack bike with a heavy bolter, some sneaky infiltrators with bolt guns. I have 2 5-man intercessors, one with the power sword, one with the power fist. A 3-man unit of blade guard, a primaris librarian, 5 assault terminators. There's 3 thunderhammers in there right now. The librarian, Vulcan, a 4-man aggressor squad in the middle, a 5-man beside them behind the building, apothecary, a blade guard ancient who should be over here, and 4 eradicators with meltas, another 3-man unit of suppressors, and another unit of infiltrators.
And you got another unit of eradicators up in space.
Yeah, you bet.
All right, on my side, I got a unit of 19 warriors, all with the Gauss Reapers. Another unit of 19 warriors, all with Reapers. 2 Doomstalkers with a Technomancer nearby. The Technomancer has the control node that gives them +1 to hit. I got a unit of Immortals just towing the line over on this one. I got Xeris, who's being babysat by 2 Knipto Thralls, and a unit of Lichguard. The Lichguard have Sword and Board. The Command Barge is just sitting behind it. Command Barge has the War Scythe. It has the extra range on abilities and everything, and he has the Relic Resurrection Orb. Xeris, I believe I gave him the Warlord trait so that he has damage modifier Enduring Will, so subtract 1 from all damage characteristics. And then I got a unit of 4 Wraiths, all with claws. I figured that Ballistic Skill 4 is not worth spending like 50 points on for 1 shot each. I got a unit of 5 Tomb Blades. I believe they all have shield veins, and all of them have the Tesla carbines, except for one of them, because I think my list came out to exactly 2,000 points. And then I also have a Chronomancer who I don't know if I actually gave him the half advance and no, I didn't give him that. So it's just a Chronomancer. And then a unit of 6 Scarabs. So you'll be happy to hear that, Sankey, that I'm not going to be having your movement at all.
Sweet.
Um, yeah, so we just, Sankey picked sides. He picked on this side, so leaving me over here. We're going to roll off to see who gets first turn. And I got 2. What are you getting? All right,
Like
Salamanders.
this.
Salamanders has got turn 1. See you after Sally's turn 1. So, we just finished Salamanders turn 1. We actually are halfway through Necron turn 1. I just forgot to do a recording of it. Sankey's army's just kind of moved up. Is there a reason why there's all these auras?
Yeah, because I've all got auras. I was expecting to shoot a lot more.
Sankey kind of moved up. He shot at my dudes. Didn't really do anything. He killed like 6 warriors in this unit, and I basically reanimated the majority of them, allowing them to basically pull up to this objective marker. The protocol for this turn was being able to shoot and hold up, do an action, which isn't really helping me right now. Basically, that's it. He got both of his spells off. He had to spend a CP reroll on one of them. and that's essentially your turn, right? You didn't really do much. You just kind of moved up.
I probably only did about 10 or 12 wounds of shooting. He brought,
Like 7
between
back.
armor saves, he brought 7 back, and you healed them back. So really, it's just
A
moving and
wash.
shooting a blade of wounds. Yeah.
Okay. So we will continue Necron turn 1.
Help you out here.
So we just finished Necron's turn 1. I basically moved these guys up here to. They had to advance to go take this zone. I could not plant a banner with them because they had to advance. These dudes moved up and planted a banner on this objective, and then only one dude was within range of the intercessors. These pipes made it so I couldn't move that far. So I did nothing in shooting in that with those guys. The Doomstalker shot these aggressors and he transhumaned them. The Doomstalker did nothing. So then I switched shots onto these aggressors. I made it so that he didn't have the benefits of cover. And then the Doomstalker, the Xeras, and I think that was the only two that could reach him, shot at the aggressors. I think I only killed one aggressor, and he made some 6-up invulnerables and all that jazz. My Lich Guard moved up into the building, and they have +1 weapon skill, ballistic skill. Is it just ballistic skill? I think it's just ballistic skill from Xeras. Um, yeah, Xeras rolled a 6 on the Lich Guard. Just double checking here. Yeah, just a ballistic skill. So Lich Guard ballistic skill 2. Fantastic. Scarabs moved up. They have the 5-up invulnerable. Wraiths are just kind of towing the other side of this building. Tomb Blades flew over to here and shot at the infiltrators. He made a bunch of saves and they didn't die. But in combat and shooting, I ended up killing 3 infiltrators and he survived. So are those guys objective secure? Your infiltrators? Sankey?
Sorry, I've got my mute on backwards. Yes, they are.
Oh, okay. Shit. Well, I was hoping to take that zone over from him, but that is not going to happen. So we are off to Salamander's turn 2. All right, so we just finished Salamander's turn 2. It was pretty brutal on my behalf. His Eradicators came on this table side and basically blasted off one of my Doomstalkers. Uh, 5 wounds made it through. I saved 3. He rolled 2 dice to get 11 wounds to basically take one down to 1 wound left. These 4 right here, which I completely forgot about because they were hiding in this building, and I forgot. Like, again, this is what's bad about always only looking at this game with one angle, is that shit behind there I completely forget are, existing. So that unit of Eradicators blasted off my other Doomstalker. So again, if I would have shot at those guys instead of the aggressors, it would have been again a different game in that half. The Eradicators. Oh, sorry. After all that, the suppressors shot at these dudes, and the aggressors did 72. 72 wounds to um, my warriors. They have the protocol is the everything counts as being in light cover. So they had a 3-up armor save, but it didn't matter. 24 of them still died after the 72 wounds went through. So basically that unit got wiped out. Uh, Over here, the Tomb Blades are still sticking around. He walked out with his infiltrators and shot 2 of them down, and his suppressors and attack bike charged in on this side. The Terminators, Ancient, and the Vanguard vets, the Blade Guard vets, all charged in on my Scarabs. They killed 2 bases of them. I reanimated one of them. So I killed 3 bases. I reanimated one of them. The 5-up invulnerable save is keeping these dudes alive. And they fell out of combat with these Terminators, but are still in combat with these Vanguard vets. In my combat, in retaliation, I did nothing. So Sankey scored basically 5 points for holding 1 point, and he scored 4 engaged on all fronts total and 4 for oaths total at the end of turn 2. So we are off to Necron's turn 2.
Yeah.
So we just finished Necron's turn 2. My turn was Wraiths flew across over onto this side and charged in on the infiltrators and the attack bike. The Lich Guard moved out to here and charged in on his Ancient and Terminator squad. The command barge also came out with Xeras to take some attacks into the Terminator squad. These guys up in those warriors up in this corner kept fighting the Eradicators and oh shit, consolidate. I meant to consolidate up into you.
Whatever.
So that you don't really have a place to run. Yeah, and then I killed his Ancient and 2 Terminators. He killed 2 Scarabs, and I did 1 wound in return. I blew up his Infiltrators and his attack bike, and so there's just suppressors on this side. His Steel Giant Death middle ball is free to do work. And yeah, scoring wise, still a very low scoring game, but I'm failing on Grind 'em Down, and Banners is proving to be a big mistake. So we are off to Salamanders turn 3.
If you
So
don't
we
have
just finished
any,
Salamander turn 3. He basically intercessors charged in onto these Necron warriors. The suppressors and the intercessors shot at my Crypto Thrall, doing 1 wound. The aggressor or the Eradicators did 6 wounds to the command barge. Then the Eradicators flamed it off the table. The other unit of Eradicators flamed Xeris off the table because I was like 0.2 away from basically making sure that the Lich Guard couldn't be shot at. The aggressors then came into combat and wiped out the Lich Guard, and the Blade Guard wiped out the Scarabs. The Wraiths wiped out the aggressors. Oh, sorry, the suppressors. And over here, I have to make a leadership check. It's gonna be I lost by 2, so basically a 5, and I'm good. Fuck. Sorry, anything but a 5. So like a 4 plus. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8 dudes that I get to roll for. 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh wait, because
only 7 because the one guy runs.
One dude runs away. And oh shit, nobody else runs away. Cool beans. And yeah, in this combat I killed one of the intercessors and lost 6 dudes. And yeah, that's basically it. We're off to the scoring is he scored 6 for assassinate, 4 for engage on all fronts, and 4 for oaths. He only scored 5 for holding zones for controlling 2, and we're off to Necrons turn 3.
My turn 3. It feels bad.
So we just finished Necrons turn 3. Bikes came up over here, shot at these dudes. They killed 1 dude, and I charged in on here, and the aggressors overwatched on these guys, doing something like it was 22 wounds or something like that. I went on a hot streak on saves and only ended up taking 3 wounds from it, and then failed my 8-inch charge against those dudes because he got the +1 movement for charging. And since I already rolled a CP to re-roll the armor save to keep that 1 dude alive in the front, I couldn't re-roll the charge, so they failed. Over here, the Wraiths charged in on the Blade Guard, and I forgot to spend a CP to double my attacks. But the 4 wounds that made it through, all of them got saved, as you can see down here. And it was at that point. Oh, and over here, these guys fell back and shot at the intercessors, and I killed 2 intercessors. And then I tried to use my Chronomancer to shoot at the Librarian, and he missed. Yeah, so we're basically calling it here because there's absolutely no way I can come back from this. I have nothing left on the table, and he's basically just going to table me in the next 2 turns where nothing else is basically happening. So yeah, pick your point to Salamanders.